Stephen Shields Radio Show. All right. Hello, Wisdom Community. How are we? Yay! I'm back. Hope everyone is well. And right now, I'm just enjoying my morning coffee. You know, getting out there. You know. I just woke up and I thought I'll do some meditation right now and hop on wisdom. Get on wisdom. And basically host the Stephen Shields Radio Show. You know, it's a interesting time. But just published issue 3 of Crazy Universe yesterday. That's up on Webtoon and on my Medium. If you would like to check that out as well, to help support independent content creators like myself who are very talented and want to go all the way, basically, and find that that there is purpose in your life as well. And it's like I said, you got to find purpose in your life these days. Definitely got to find purpose in your life in 2022. All right, weather report: 11.3 degrees Celsius, low of 6 degrees Celsius, top of 19 degrees Celsius max. It's partly cloudy today. Current weather: north 6 kilometers an hour wind, 6 kilometers an hour gusts, 69% humidity, 0 millimeter rain since 9 a.m. yesterday, 75% chance high of no rain, 50% medium chance of no rain, 25% chance low of less than 1 millimeter. Sydney area today, in Sydney, Australia, partly cloudy, medium 50% chance of showers along the coastal fringe, slight 30% chance elsewhere. Winds westerly 15 to 20 kilometers an hour, turning south to southwesterly 15 to 25 kilometers in the late morning. Yes. We do need more nice and sunny days, I guess, in this world. You know that. It's all about, getting up in the morning and doing your meditation practice to fulfill your destiny. Like Darth Vader said, join the dark side and fulfill your destiny. Man. Good old Star Wars. George Lucas, great film director as well. And you know that. You gotta have a vision for your life. You gotta find that, hey, only gonna live once in this world. You know that. Only gonna live once. And what we do to live once is how we gotta live. Live the best year ever. You know that. Gotta live the best year ever in 2022. So the topic of my show today is all about, does alien life exist out there, and do extraterrestrial being exist in the world? And Area 51, if you've ever know what Area 51 is, it's a secret government base in the middle of the Arizona desert. Reverse engineering aircraft, apparently looking after alien life form in there. We don't know. It's top secret. CIA. It's a government military base. There's even things called USOs, Area 52, underwater submerged objects. I think they exist as well. The point I'm making for today, today's room, today's show, is there enough scientific evidence to prove that there is extraterrestrial beings out there in the world? You know, is there enough proof of that? Now, when you look at it like this, extraterrestrial life, and if anyone wants to come on the stage and share their opinions, feel free to do so, actually, and let me know if you've encountered any alien life form out there, or paranormal activities too. Morning coffee and wisdom at the same time, which is awesome. But basically, the thing is, okay. Look, I've never seen extraterrestrial life in my lifetime. In all my 28 years of my journey in life, I have never seen extraterrestrials. You know, I feel that there is a lot of hoaxes out there. You know, there's been what's going on. It's photoshopping these days. Or if you know what Photoshop is, you know, they basically decide to Photoshop a picture. See, the German Nazis, they tried to build UFOs in World War II. And then an interesting fact, so military organizations, including the Nazis, were trying to build their own version of a UFO, which is a great idea, great technology. I got nothing against that, like the Saturn V rocket by Werner von Braun as well, which is great engineering. But yeah, reverse engineering is out there. Like things like the Black Hawk, the U-2 spy plane. Is it possible it was reverse engineered from UFO parts that crash landed on Earth? Like the Roswell incident, apparently, it was all covered up as a political cover up, saying it was a hot air balloon that crashed in Roswell. Now, I don't know if it was a UFO, if it wasn't a UFO that crashed. I mean, all I can say is, you know, is there enough scientific proof to back up these claims that UFOs or USOs exist as well? Is a good question. Let me know where you were tuning in from on the Stephen Shields radio show, if you've had any alien encounters as well, or if you know someone who has been abducted by aliens. I mean, I've even heard of things what they call reptilian people out there. Reptilian people, do they exist? Reptilian people is a good question. Do they exist? You know, see, I'm always fascinated with what the world is out there and what paranormal entities exist in the world. What spiritual forces are out there that we just don't know about? It's, but like I said, there is a lot of hoaxes at the same time. There is a lot of hoaxes at the same time. You know, when I'm on the Stephen Shields radio show, I mean, enjoying social audio. I do live streaming as well when I'm in the mood for live streaming. The social audio is great because I get to, it's like a radio, it has that radio feel to it, you know. I don't know if there's mental health crisis. We clearly do have a mental health crisis going on. I mean, clearly, if you went to your doctor and said, I've been abducted by aliens, and I know people that this has happened to, the doctor thinks you're going crazy and will put you on medication. I've heard of stories of alien abductions where they abduct you during your sleep, and then I don't know, you apparently have a dream that you were abducted, and then you wake up in the morning, you have strange markings on your body. Could that be staged? Could that be another hoax as well? You know, could that be something that is over dramatized, in my opinion? I mean, this is what I love about wisdom, to talk things like this. I mean, if people have seen aliens, fantastic. Let's talk about it. Uh, why would the government and NASA want to cover it all up? What's there to cover up? Why not just admit that they exist and get over it? Build a bridge, get over it. You see, as I am recording my show today and finding that I'm always, exploring new ideas for the universe. I'm always looking for new strategies and solutions to achieve the my prosperity, success, abundance in my life. You know that. There's things like these that it's times like these, like Dave Grohl would say, times like these, na 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 na. Times like these, the good old Foo Fighters. They're an awesome band. They're an awesome band. But it's when you when you're looking at things of say, you know, technology, for instance, someone's gone ahead and created this technology. Okay. I mean, this is someone was a genius behind this to create this technology right now that we are talking on social audio right now as a creation. There's talks about that, you know, there's technology with alien life and extraterrestrial existence. Could that be true? You know, could that be true? I don't know. I don't have all the answers to humanity's existence in the world. What I can tell you is I'm all about just believing in myself, okay? Finding the answers to the problems that we have, and, living one day at a time, pretty much, because we're only going to live once in our life. Now, there's been many, many books out there written about UFOs. There is many hoaxes about UFOs and alien life form and extraterrestrial existence. There's many people who go around saying, "Oh, I was abducted by aliens, but they were high on drugs," and then try to deceive people. That's been going on for years. Some of these crop circles were man-made. Some of them were man-made. Not all. Some of them were man-made. Now, like I said, I for me to believe that UFOs and aliens exist, I'd have to see it in person. I would have to physically go and touch a UFO or touch an alien to say, right, yes, you exist in our universe. Nice to meet you. You know, I don't know why if NASA astronaut Chris Hadfield was on Joe Rogan's podcast a few years ago, actually, and talked about it. And Chris admitted to alien life form being in existence. And that's fantastic from an astronaut. Look, if Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin saw alien life form when they were going to the moon, fantastic. I mean, how many secrets that NASA have that they're not telling you about? That is classified information the government holds, especially in Area 51 and in Pine Gap. I did a show on Wisdom about Pine Gap in Australia that Aboriginal people knew about Pine Gap and were protesting. It's a military base, a US military base. The NSA, CIA works there in the middle of Alice Springs, Australia. You know that. In the middle of Alice Springs, Australia. And, sorry guys, blowing my nose. Apologise for that. Okay, that's better. in the middle of Alice Springs, Australia. Okay, and God knows what's going on in there. Okay, God knows what your government knows about that. They deem classified information with underground bases going on. Did you know that there's underground bases in the middle of the mountains in Utah? Underground military bases. Oh yeah, underground bases that you would never get near. There's a lot of secrets the NSA and the CIA hold. You know that. You see, like I said, I'm always on the quest for knowledge, and always going around learning. Learning is key to success in life. You know that. Learning is the way, the truth, and the life for your success, prosperity, and abundance. You know, so that's how it is. You know that. That is how it is in life today. I mean, what we can do is just go around and just keep manifesting success. Keep manifesting the best year ever and life as well. But so, look, government conspiracies are out there. And many of you are probably going to think I'm crazy for talking this stuff. But on this show, on this podcast, Stephen Shields' radio show is all about the truth and saying things as they are. You know that? And saying the truth with honesty, integrity, and loyalty is what we can do in 2022. Sorry, guys. Oh, my nose is running a bit. Oh, God. Worst time to have a bit of runny nose is on the middle of a podcast. You know. Yeah, so that's how it is. It's you know, I'm all about finding the truth in life and looking at ways to overcome objections. But it's like this. It's you know, what there's so many conspiracy theories out there. Okay. You know, so many conspiracy theories. They some theologians say that well alien existence is another form of Satan, Satan angels, if you've ever heard of that, coming here. Is that possible? That demons exist? Or is this old wives' tales from grandma trying to scare you? Is a good question. I mean, I certainly believe in the paranormal existence to the universe, that there is a paranormal existence out there, an unknown force, an unknown power. As Chancellor Palpatine said to Anakin Skywalker before he went to the dark side, learn to use the dark side of the Force. Is there these powers out there that we just don't know about? Somebody's not telling us. Look, like I said, if alien life form existed, fantastic. If I see an alien, I'll definitely be the first to let you know, and I'm not taking the piss out of it. I mean, if someone's had a traumatic experience with an alien abduction, and is afraid to talk about it, you know, there is counseling out there. I even asked a counselor once, uh, how would you feel if someone came into your office, said they were abducted by an alien? And he said to me, well, we just sit here and talk about it, and that's fine. I just get fed up of people ridiculing people because if something like this has happened, this is trauma. Trauma does exist in the world. You know that there is trauma out there. People have trauma. We all have trauma. People have the fear of being, laughed at, ridiculed, and that's not right. Because if this has happened to someone, yeah, counseling is available to talk about it. Now, I'm being serious about this guy. All right. I'm being dead serious. You know, what goes on in the White House, okay, you know, what goes on in there, I don't know. Okay. It's it's a destruction of a world. And if anyone's listening and they want to come on the Stephen Shields radio show, feel free to jump on Wisdom on this amazing app. Let me know where you are tuning in from as well. Let me know if you've had experiences with extraterrestrial life and alien life forms out there. Let me know that what you think about it. You know, it's like this. Okay, with Dr. Fauci. Apparently, he's going to resign now. This coronavirus with Dr. Fauci strikes to me that this was genetically modified in the lab in Wuhan of virology, of pathology. What do they call it? Because in those laboratories, and the Democrats deny this, the Labor government deny this, that they are genetically modifying viruses in there to make them more deadlier than ever on humans. They conduct experiments. What is what I'm saying? This coronavirus, in my view, seems to be technology made. It's just weird. Dr. Fauci, I believe Dr. Fauci has had something to do with this COVID-19, and some idiot has let this go in the fish markets in Wuhan and said a bat carried it, to blame it on a bat. Now, coronavirus is bad. It's a respiratory illness that can lead to other health problems. I agree with that. I've got 4 booster vaccines, okay? These mRNA vaccines, yes, get yourself vaccinated. Which leads me to my point of this talk. Since this pandemic has hit 2 years ago on the whole world, it's caused a lot of destruction to the economy. It's put our healthcare system to shit in Australia. You never thought about our taxpayer-funded healthcare system going to shit. All right. I was watching ADHTV where Dr. Fauci came up. This is why I want to talk about Dr. Fauci. And you can object to this if you want about Dr. Fauci. Now, Dr. Fauci is a very clever man, a very intelligent academic man. And then there needs to be a royal commission into the Wuhan laboratory about what idiot decided to let this coronavirus go out into the public, another form of SARS. When the Alpha strain came out, it was, affecting elderly people. But the damage these lockdowns have done, especially Daniel Andrews in Melbourne, and it goes to Gladys Berejiklian, and it goes to all our premiers, all our governments. Doesn't matter if you're on the right or the left wing. The mental health crisis that it's done in this nation, in this Western world, mental health is on the rise, okay? Now, I've noticed that you go to your local hospital, all right? There's not many nurses that half the time they don't want to be there. There's not many doctors. Half the time you look like you just watch their expression. They look like they don't even want to turn up to work because of this pandemic. And it's not just that. I think in the background somewhere this was all planned on how they were going to control the public. They were going to put fear into people, driving them with toilet paper buying, of course. I don't understand how there was a toilet paper shortage. Whoever's listening to this, and if you had something to do with this virus, and you let it go, you caused all this destruction to the economy, shutting down small businesses, especially hospitality or the service industry for my United States listeners, well, you need to go to jail. There needs to be an investigation done on Fauci, and whoever did this, and this is just my view, let this virus go in public, should be jailed for life. Because that's just not cool. So if this was a government conspiracy just to get back at people and say, look, we want to hold power, because this is what I think it's done. You're allowed to disagree with me if you want. I think all the governments in this world have used this virus for their political advantage, Joe Biden included. They've all used it to take advantage and use for their political power to scare people with daily press conferences. Here in Australia too, okay, just to say, oh, you've got to get a vaccine, and if you don't get vaccinated, you can't sit at a coffee shop. And this happened too. So I think this was all planned in the background for the last 2 years, all planned in the background. Now I've got my vaccine certificate to travel, okay, but I think all the state government. This is what Donald Trump was trying to say about Fauci and China. Someone in that Wuhan laboratory, you can't even go in that laboratory. So if there's any doctors listening, listen to what I'm saying. You cannot access the Wuhan labs. They are genetically modifying viruses in there. They conduct experiments to see what will happen. But I think some idiot let this go and then said, "Oh, it was a bat." The World Health Organization, I think, at times want to control people, put fear into people. Like, there's been a few diseases come in Australia. Apparently, we've got monkeypox has come back. The tomato flu now that's spread with kids. That's another bad flu, causes a rash, etc. Oh, but the mass media is not making a deal about monkeypox, and that's dangerous, though. Oh, but when COVID hit, oh, we've got to lock down everyone. We've got to shut down the economy. Small businesses have suffered bad, you know. So I think a lot of these government conspiracies in the background, and I'm just fed up to the point of our world leaders lying to the public, okay? Now, like I said, if aliens exist, get over it and move on. Until I see it to believe it, I'll have to see it to believe it first. You know, I will have to see it to believe it in the beginning of my life. You know that. Because this is what I do on the Stephen Shields radio show. I give you 100% pure fact, not fiction, not crap. I don't talk crap on this show. I talk the fact. So, in my view, there needs to be an investigation into the Wuhan laboratory in these issues. Okay, you know, I stand by what I believe in. I believe in telling the truth. I believe in, finding my purpose in life and getting to, fulfill my destiny. Like that Star Wars saying, fulfill your destiny, young Skywalker. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, God. But I believe that our society needs to know the truth in life about, what's really going on behind the scenes out there. What is not being told to the public out there in the world? You know, it's been quite a few pharmaceutical companies that have had lawsuits. Pfizer has had lawsuits against them. Okay, the Victorian government, Daniel Andrews, is building an mRNA, I think in Moderna mRNA factory in Victoria. Great idea, fantastic. I support that. But I just don't like it when they want to use mind control on the population and scaring people and creating mental health problems and using their power and being dictators, like what's going on in North Korea at the moment, being dictators and scaring people. That's just not cool. That is not cool at all. That's shame. Shame on our leaders for that, actually. Shame on you doing that. Daily press conferences. Oh God. Oh my God. I was just fed up with that every single fucking day. Daniel Andrews on TV, ScoMo, Gladys Berejiklian, Anastasia Palaszczuk from Queensland. Oh my god. You know, I think there's going to be a Royal Commission inquiry into this. I think there will be a Royal Commission inquiry. There needs to be. Goes to show that, you know, it goes to show that, politicians how they just want to use their power on people. Just seem to care about power. And that's it. That's what I think it's become. Just to see, oh, this is the power that I have. You can't do this until you get your jabs, your vaccine. Oh, you can't go outside. You can't even sit on a park bench and, oh, you can't do that. There was a woman in Melbourne who, during when Melbourne had the full lockdown, I think this is being investigated. The police arrested her over a Facebook post in Melbourne. I mean, it goes to show that the police in Melbourne only were. I'm just shocked that it got to that point where that, oh, if you were against it, oh, we're going to arrest you and fine you. That's not cool. Now, I don't know the full story about this issue in Melbourne with this woman, but all I could say is, keep working hard, okay? Keep finding your niche in life. Keep finding your calling in life as well. No matter what aliens exist out there, Area 51, Area 52, just get out on your mat, go and do yoga. Like I said, I write comic books now, which is fun. Issue 3 of Crazy Universe is available on my Medium channel as well, and Webtoons, that's a comic if you like comic specific content. Definitely check out Webtoons as well. No, because it goes to show that as soon as there's an exercise of power out there, governments just want to take over and take advantage of things like a virus and scare people with it and create mental health problems. Media was doing that too. Every single day you picked up the news, you were just bombarded with COVID-19. Now this is a real pandemic, but I think it's something that's been genetically modified in a laboratory. Now, if there's any doctors listening to this in healthcare, you will have a different opinion, and that's completely fine. I'd love to hear what you have to say if it was genetically modified. Uh, I even spoke to a pharmacist about it, and you remember when the SARS outbreak happened in 2003? The SARS was quite deadly and fatal, very deadly. 2012 was the MERS that came around. That was quite fatal, very bad. There was no vaccine for that, and that sort of died out. So I don't know for any religious conspiracy theorists out there. will say that, oh yeah, this is the end times of the world and the signs of the second coming of Jesus Christ. And that's fine if you have that opinion and you want to hold that viewpoint. Okay. But at this stage, well, it's like, well, I just see it as control from our world leaders, controlling people. That's all it's become about, control. you know, and that's all they ever used it to do was control, controlling people, and it's not cool to do that. Not cool. Really, it is not cool to be controlling people and scaring the population, saying that, oh, you must do this, or if, you know, you don't, we're going to fine you for it. That's what was going on as well. You know, it's all about, finding, well, what's your calling in your life at the moment? Where do you see yourself going, despite all these problems that we have in the world right now? Every day I get up, it's a new day, and I look forward to, doing something new as well, getting out, getting motivated, staying productive, finding, well, what my calling is as well. But that's just how it is. You know, since I've been podcasting on wisdom, it's been great. Done 300 episodes in 2 years on the Stephen Shields radio show. Okay, that's a tick. I do see a future for this podcast. I do see a new life hosting this fantastic podcast, which is fun. I love it because I get to share my views without all this censorship involved. Now, yes, what's going on is cancel culture. If you've ever heard of cancel culture out there, that is true. That is 100% true. It is happening. Is cancel culture. And that is not cool. Cancel culture. It is unacceptable. It is offensive. It is not right. And it is terrible, okay? With cancel culture. And all I'm trying to say is this, that there is a higher power out there, whatever it is, your higher self, there is a high power in the world today, okay? I saw that Dave Mustaine was on Joe Rogan. Yay! Megadeth. All right, for instance. Let's talk. You get people like Alex Jones, the conspiracy theorist, the far right wing conspiracy theorist. He does go too far sometimes, actually. Look, what he is saying is true. It's just the way he says it. I think Donald Trump had the same problem. When you become a president, all right? Now, look at this. The FBI raided Donald Trump's home for what? To get advantage politically, but they never did it to Hillary Clinton. Now, I said this on I did a live stream on my Facebook page about the FBI. They do tend to play the soap opera at times. They are needed. They are very intelligent. We do need them. But what gives me the shits about the FBI is when they want to get involved in politics, do anything they can to frame someone in the Republican just to get what they want. Play the soap opera game. Something dodgy happened there. So that crooked judge who signed off on that warrant, for what evidence there is, I don't know. Finish my morning coffee and my morning wisdom show on wisdom, because I love it on wisdom. Oh shit, dropping everything. Yeah, whatever that crooked judge did to take advantage of power is not cool at all. It's not cool to do that. You cannot just sign off on a warrant. If Donald Trump was cooperating with the FBI, okay, and he said, I want to give these documents back, let's organize time. What was wrong with that? Why need to go and raid someone's home all to do with politics? And to take advantage of politics to get back at someone politically. They're very good at doing that. It's power that they were after. You know, I have to wait and see how this case plays out. You know, that's all I've got time for today, guys. If anyone else wants to come on stage and say hi, if not, you just listen in. I'd like to thank all my listeners for tuning in on the Stephen Shields radio show on Wisdom. It's always great to host a podcast here. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Stephen Shields radio show. Bye for now.